and thank you for tuning into Backyard Gardening and Homemade Essentials. I'm Nicole, and today I'm going to teach you how to make shea butter soap. For this recipe, you'll need to start with shea butter, water, lye, coconut oil, and olive oil. You'll also need a spoon for stirring, a handheld mixer, and a way to heat your oils. Before we get started, I'd like to thank all of our subscribers for subscribing to our channel. For you newcomers, please subscribe to the channel so that you can see all the new updates and videos. As well, feel free to join me on Facebook at Backyard Gardening and Homemade Essentials. Now, let's continue with this soap recipe. In order to get started with this recipe, first we're going to mix our lye and water. We're going to do this by slowly pouring the lye into the water, and we're going to use our spoon and stir it at the same time. So you're going to take your spoon, put it in your glass measuring cup or whatever container you're using. You're going to slowly, and I do mean slowly, drizzle the lye into the water and stir. Fumes are going to come up. They are toxic fumes. You do not want to breathe them in. I would suggest that you use a mask, something to cover your face, and that you do this outside. So I'm going to take this outside. You will not see my face, but you will see my containers and the process that's occurring. Okay, so now we are going to mix our lye with our water. You want to drizzle your lye in. You do not want this to be a fast process. You're going to stir slowly. Well, not slowly, but consistently. First, we're going to start by melting down our olive oils and coconut oils that are mixed together in this bowl. We're gently melting our oils, gently. I'm simply gently melting the oils down. You do not want to overheat your oils for two reasons. One, you don't want to destroy the positive properties that the oils offer for health benefits. And two, you don't want to overheat your oils because oil does not cool down as quickly as lye does. So if you overheat this oil by a few degrees, it's going to take quite a bit of time to get your temperature to drop back down. We want our oils and our lye both to be at 110 degrees before we add in our shea butter. If you overheat the oils, oh goodness, it's going to be a lot of work trying to get your oil and your lye to match in temperature. It's taken me hours sometimes to get them done if I've overheated. And you see how most of my coconut oil has dissolved? It's a good idea to go ahead and take it out now, but because I have some chunks in there still that are a bit thick, I haven't done so. But as you see, it's already starting to melt down to almost nothing. That's a pretty good indicator that your oil is pretty warm and that it will continue to melt on its own. So I'm going to take this out and set it to the side. Now we're going to melt down our shea butter. This is going to make our soap extremely luxurious. Shea butter is so soft and creamy and exponentially moisturizing. It is just wonderful. I love the feel of shea butter, and it isn't too greasy. I mean, it's wonderful. It's just wonderful. It's a wonderful moisturizer. It isn't too greasy, and when you touch it, it's just so soft. It just makes your skin nice and soft instantly. It's also great for getting rid of those blemish marks on your face. But it's wonderful. It absorbs into the skin really well. Let's see how our melting's coming along. It's a very soft oil. Also, when you see a bar of soap that's made of shea butter, that bar could cost you up to $12. It's pretty expensive. Shea butter is, it isn't readily available here in the United States. I ordered this shea butter from Africa, and you have to pay the shipping and handling charges plus the cost and the processing. It isn't by any means the most inexpensive oils around. You have to go through quite a bit to get it. But I would say if you find a bar that's made of shea butter soap, you might find it priced anywhere between $9 and $12 a bar. It's very expensive, but oh, is it worth it? Very much so. Very worth it. It's wonderful for the skin. So I temped our coconut oil, and it's only at 93 degrees. So that needs to be warmed up a bit more. Now that our oil and our lye is at the proper temperature, we're going to combine the two, and then I'm going to blend. When you're doing this, you should combine and blend at the same time. So while you're combining it, you should be stirring it at the same time. So now all of our lye is in our solution, and now I'm going to blend. We're getting a trace very quickly. If we were not making shea butter soap, normally we would stop here. We would start putting this into our molds. But because we're adding shea butter, now we're going to pour in our shea butter and stir. This is where many people go wrong trying to make shea butter soap. Their temperature is off, and they're not adding their shea butter in at the right time. And now we're just going to stir it. It isn't necessary to use the hand blender, but I'm going to just speed up this process a little. Wrap your mold in plastic.